Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. 50 Cent just snagged Jennifer Lopez into Diddy's case, blaming her for purportedly having freak-offs with diggers at Diddy's gatherings, and he brought some strong verification to hold his words. All of you know that 50 Cent doesn't play with regards to taking Diddy down, and this time he is. Additionally, coming for Diddy's partners, counting J.Lo for quite a while. We thought that J.Lo's just inclusion with Diddy was that 1995 shooting that set up Sparkle to accept all negative consequences. However, it appears as though she may have kept on partaking in Diddy antics long after they separated. Get this, 50 Cent is likewise asserting that Ben Affleck had some awareness of it. To this end, he decided to leave J.Lo prior to everything came crashing down. Yet, what precisely did Ben have some familiarity with J.Lo's exercises, and was Diddy truly extorting J.Lo with the film of her and the young men? Well, at 50 Cent, tell it he has all the answers, and you all will have a hard time believing the things he needs to say now. In the event that there's one individual that we as a whole know has had a history with Diddy, it's J.Lo. She and Diddy dated in the last part of the 90s, and there have been numerous hypotheses about how she was Diddy's right-hand lady and realized more than she was letting on. It was similar to a Bonnie and Clyde circumstance, and she was certainly the Bonnie to his Clyde. Assuming you understand what I mean, yet, for reasons unknown, the real essence of the degree of her relationship with Diddy has forever been kept safely under rages. Sure, we knew that she and Diddy dated, yet the roads have consistently discussed how there was another side to the story than we knew, and how she's generally had something to stow away, particularly with that 1999 shooting. So picture this: Diddy, what's more, J.Lo were out at a club in Times Square, commending the soon-to-drop collection of Sparkle, Diddy's kid protege, who was still really new to the game, very much like J.Lo at that point. Yet, when they were leaving the club, Diddy, with a champagne bottle in his grasp, coincidentally chanced upon a person named Matthew Allen, otherwise called Scar, in the road. Scar wasn't having it, and pushed Diddy, and things popped off. From there, Scar didn't take excessively compassionate to this demonstration of dental knock and push Diddy. What's more, things got popping going from there. Then one of Scar's team individuals chooses to toss a heap of cash in Diddy's face, like confetti. Next thing you realize, Diddy takes out his shots, are terminated. The disorder left 3 individuals, and counting Natana Ruin, who was apparently in the face by Diddy. In the meantime, Diddy and J.Lo didn't keep close by when the shots rang out. They plunged, jumping into a Lincoln Guide with the firearm stash in the storage compartment. Currently, here's the kicker: they weren't even gotten for the taking shots at first. They got pulled over on the grounds that they ran a red light while attempting to make an escape. Discuss messy at the station. Diddy and J.Lo had their mug chances taken. What's more, J.Lo was purportedly a home ass crying out of control. She was cuffed to a survey at one point, and her mother showed up hollering at her in Spanish, like, "I told you to avoid that man, you all." Indeed, even her mother realized that Diddy was awful news, and that he would bring J.Lo down with him and be an adverse impact on her. And you all, she was most certainly right about it. And get this, J.Lo permit Diddy furthermore his legal counselors to utilize her name to get him out of his firearm charges from the episode. As indicated by reports, one of the legal counselor said, "I couldn't say whether you know this judge yet. This individual, Jennifer Lopez, is an exceptionally well-known entertainer. To think Mr. Combs is strolling around with her with the stacking. It's absurd to such an extent that it inspires bigger thoughts. Yet for whatever reason, that protection worked, and Diddy got absolved of the multitude of charges." Well, Hat's more, as it turned out, J.Lo's part in the shooting went further than her letting him utilize her name to get off the charges, since in Lil Bar's claim, he guaranteed that Diddy let him know that J.Lo was the person who conveyed the firearm in the club, in any case, and that she was the one who gave him the when he got into the quarrel with Scar, and told him to begin. You all, what Lil Bar's claim said, he shared the Craftsman and Mr. Cole's sweetheart, at the time Jennifer Lopez, also known as J.Lo, conveyed into the club for him. Pass him the after he got into an argument with another individual. Better believe it seems as though J.Lo was in profound Bonniehood with Diddy, since she too conceded in a meeting that even though Diddy undermined her while they were together, she was as yet obsessed with him and would do anything for him. She said, "It was whenever I first was with somebody who wasn't unwavering. I was in the relationship with Puff, where I was absolutely crying, insane, and going crazy. I truly took for what seems like forever and a tell turn. Well, as per 50 Cent, JLA was insane enough to do anything he needed, counting purportedly participating in these freak-offs even after they separated. She purportedly kept on engaging with him on the low, and 50 Cent guarantees that in any event, when J.Lo was hitched to different men, she purportedly still engaged with Diddy, and when he began to get engaged with freak-offs, J.Lo was supposedly right adjacent to him as per the arraignment. Records there were delivered by the federal authorities. The respondent took part in a relentless and unavoidable example of toward ladies and others. This was now and again verbal, profound physical also. As a feature of his example, he controlled ladies to partake in exceptionally organized exhibitions of movement with male business laborers. At times, Combs and others acting at his course made plans for ladies. Also, business to travel to his area comes guaranteed support from the ladies by, in addition to other things, acquiring furthermore, conveying to them controlling their professions utilizing his monetary support and to remove something very similar and utilizing terrorizing an eye. It additionally said the respondent utilized the company's business counting specific workers to do work with and conceal his and those representatives, including safety faculty, family staff, individual colleagues, and high-positioning bosses. What's more, other close partners went about as Combs delegates, and their lead was worked with and helped by Combs' control of the company's business. The federal authorities additionally uncovered that they have been checking did as such canceled freak parties for a really long time, and that numerous specialists have been associated with the oddity offs. The report said Combs and other individuals and the partners of the company's venture welded the power and the eminence of Combs' job at the company's business to scare and draw females into Combs' circle, frequently under the misrepresentation of a heartfelt connection. Combs then, at that point, utilized force, power, and pressure to cause them to participate in expanded acts with male business laborers that Combs alluded to as, in addition to other things, freak-offs. It proceeded with freak-offs that happened consistently once in a while, endured several days, and frequently involved numerous business laborers. During freak-offs, Combs dispersed an assortment of controlled substances to a limited extent to keep the devoted and consistent, in some cases unbeknownst to the Combs kept recordings he shot of participating in acts with business laborers after freak-offs brushes and the ordinarily gotten IV liquids to recuperate from the physical effort and use well. 50 Cent is currently guaranteeing that J.Lo was purportedly at the freak-offs. It was a functioning part at the parties, as well as 50 Cent is presently asserting that J.Lo's oddity off accomplices were not dependably of lawful age on the off chance that you know what I mean. And as per an insider, not in the least does 50C have any idea about this. However, he chipped in that data to the police and gave over a video film of J.Lo in the oddity offs with little fellows. You all know one thing around 50. He is generally going to despise on Diddy for the rest of time, and this time is the same. He could have missed his call, and as a CIA specialist, since he is going farther than simply savaging Diddy via virtual entertainment, since him giving the recording to federal authorities will get Diddy and J.Lo in even more difficulty, you all know the narrative of his will be wild when he at last discharges it, because this man has an entire parcel of tea that he's been saying he's not hesitant to spill at. As per an insider, 50 Cent is purportedly giving wires to the Hollywood companions that the FBI has gotten tapes of Jennifer Lopez engaging in sexual relations with underage young ladies. What's more, young men at the PD freak-off parties. What's more, Jay was trapped in a few underhanded tapes that were held onto by the FBI in the PD house's strikes. That is the explanation Ben Affleck and Lopez are getting separated, as the FBI educated Affleck regarding the recordings and future prosecutions coming well that sort of makes sense. Of the gossipy tidbits about how J.O. and Ben were purportedly spotted clasping hands and kissing despite the fact that they petitioned for legal separation, so it's beginning to seem as though the separation was a trite for Ben to try not to be actually cleared up in this. And you all recall how the reports about how individuals in the loop are flipped in on Diddy and attempting to get plea bargains right. Well, it seems to be J.Lo, maybe one of those individuals in light of the fact that Miss Jenny from the block isn't about to go down with Diddy. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.